Hello, May. Hi.
Oh, Oscar.
Yes, hello there. Good evening to you. Okay. All right. How are you? We haven't seen each other for a week. How have you been?
Yeah. Not bad.
Not bad. All
How
right.
are you?
I'm I'm fine. I'm fine. Well, yesterday, was it yesterday? No, Friday was a long day for me. A long day. Oh, do you understand that expression? A long day.
A long day.
A long day. Or sometimes you can also say a long week. Okay, it simply means a very tiring day. A very tiring day.
You have many classes?
Oh, not many classes, just problems with the online business. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
all right.
Okay, I
That's
understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think online business is not a walk in the park. Not a walk in the park. Do you understand this too? A walk in the park.
No walk
Ah,
in the park.
okay, walk in the park means it
No.
is something that is easy or that is something that is relaxed.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. So that's it. So doing business is not a walk in the park. All right.
Not
Anyway,
easy.
yeah, I
Okay.
remember in the previous class we talked about the place where you live, which is in the outskirts of Shanghai. Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, so this evening we will talk more about your neighborhood. Okay, neighborhood. Okay. Now, just to clarify, the word neighbor, okay, the word neighbor is different from the neighborhood. Okay. What is the difference between these two words? When do we say neighbor and when do we say neighborhood?
Neighborhood means community.
Ah,
Labor means the the person, the
mm-hmm.
people
Yes.
lives beside my family.
Very good, very good. That's correct. So the neighborhood is the area where you live, and then the people living in the neighborhood are the neighbors. Okay, exactly. So that's a neighborhood. Okay, so but you said that you live in the outskirts. Do you have any neighbors there?
Yes, of course.
You do. Oh yeah, you live in a
Maybe you can,
building.
maybe you can see, maybe you
Okay,
can see. I show you
okay.
my community.
All right. Is it not dark outside? Oh, it's not yet dark.
You
Oh,
you you
okay.
you can see from the window.
Yes, I
Can
can
you see?
see. Yeah, I see a
Yes,
tall building there. Yeah.
yes, yes. They're
Okay.
about they're about 11 buildings.
11 buildings. Oh, that's quite a lot. 11 buildings. Okay, okay. All right, let's
Hmm.
go to the first page of our book. Aha. Okay, here we go. Why do some people prefer to live near the city center? Just like this. Okay.
The first thing I think is the traffic is very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
I think uh, of course not only traffic
Mm-hmm.
besides such as hospital, there are
Mm-hmm.
many big hospitals in the center of the city.
Okay.
Also, also some famous company are also
Mm-hmm.
in the center of the city. We can find more opportunities uh, uh, in the center of the city.
Okay. All right. That is true. I would agree. Now, many people say that. I remember this in high school. We had a debate in class about living in the city and living in the countryside. All right. So when I was in high school, people have do not have a good impression about living in the city center. Okay. They say city center is dirty, it is noisy, But you are right. In the city center, there are a lot of benefits. A lot of benefits. Okay. So
Yes.
you did say about the transportation, or we also talk about the, say, infrastructure. Can you say that for me?
Infrastructure.
Infrastructures. Yes, infrastructures.
Mm.
Okay, here's a translation. So these are like the facilities that you have there. Okay, okay. Now, but if you have the choice, would you still live in the outskirts or would you prefer to be in the city center?
On working day, I prefer to live in the center of the city. Although at weekends,
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to live in the outskirts of the city.
Oh, in the outskirts. Please explain.
Um, I think you know, from the beginning of April, I
Mm-hmm.
can home base because my workplace is the laboratory place.
Mm-hmm.
It need to be need it need to be uh, not documented. Um,
Monitor?
how to not monitor.
Is it the
It
report?
need to be decorated
Mm.
again.
Mm-hmm.
It need to be decorated again. So I choose to home base. I can work at home because
Okay.
I am different department with them. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
my headquarter is on Puxi of Shanghai, not
Mm-hmm.
Pudong of Shanghai.
Mm-hmm.
It is far away from my home. It's about 50 miles from my home
Mm-hmm.
to the headquarters.
I see.
So HR tell me I can home base or I can choose to work at the headquarters, but I don't want to. It is so far away from my home. But
Mm-hmm.
actually, I think if I live in the center of Shanghai, I live
Mm-hmm.
in Puxi, I
Mm-hmm.
will choose to work at headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I see. Okay. All right. So if you live near your headquarters, you would prefer to live in the city center. Okay. But now, because you are
Mm-hmm.
far from the headquarters, it's best to work from home. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Now, so look at this. This is a neighborhood. Okay, the place where people live. Now,
Old community.
yes. Is this in Shanghai? Is this picture in Shanghai or no? No.
Very similar Shanghai.
Very
I don't know.
similar. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now, of course, if there's a neighborhood, there's going to be neighbors. So, why are neighbors important?
You know, uh, we all says uh, uh, mm, uh, how to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, I find I
Okay.
find the word. Ah, yes. In our country, we always said a good labor is better.
One more time. A good neighbor is. Oh, I apologize. I'm not hearing you. Okay. Hi.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it one more time. I can hear you now. So, what was that saying?
Okay. Uh, I mean, um, a good neighbor is better than distant relatives in our country. We always said.
You don't say that. Okay. All right. So neighbors are important. That means, okay, what makes them important? Okay,
Your
hello.
signal is not good,
Oh, my
or am
signal.
I signal is
Okay.
am I signal is not very good.
Well, I sometimes
Okay,
you are
I
coming in
open
and
the window.
okay.
It will be more better.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is better now.
It's better
I
now. Okay, okay, very good. Okay,
okay.
so now, so you said that good neighbors is better than distant relatives. So what makes neighbors important?
Uh, Neighbors can if we need any help, I think um neighbors can help uh,
Mm-hmm.
instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, yes, that's true. That's true. Neighbors are important because if we need help, the first people that we can call are our neighbors. Yes, that's one. But even though that they neighbors are important, do you observe that people now are not very neighborly?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
right.
uh
Mm-hmm.
but difference different last year.
Mm-hmm.
Last year because of COVID-19,
Mm-hmm.
uh Shanghai was uh uh
Was
uh
was locked down?
isolated,
Okay.
isolated,
Okay.
isolated.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think at that time the labor the the relations between neighborhood is better than before at that
Mm-hmm.
time.
At that time. Oh, I
Yes.
see. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I think for me, if I would compare now and in the past, in the past when I was a young boy, I was playing with my neighbors. I was friends with my neighbors. But now, to be honest, I don't know who my neighbors are. Yeah, I don't see them. I don't talk to them. Yeah. It's a pity. But you're right. I should be friends with my neighbor because if I need help, it will be the first they are the nearest people to me to get some help. That's the neighbor. Yes. Okay. My best friend before in childhood was neighbors. Okay. All right. Now,
Uh,
are you friends with your neighbors or just like me? I don't know them. How about you?
uh, I think because um, uh, the nearest neighbors of
Mhm.
my family,
Mhm.
he he rented his house to other family. So
Okay.
uh, in so you know the people will rent this house for only 1 year or 2 years. So
Mhm.
in these years,
Oh, okay.
we have different neighbors, but we think we have good relationship between us
Okay, I see, I see.
because uh,
Uh-huh.
their family has their family also has a similar year a girl
Mm-hmm.
near
Uh, okay.
with my daughter.
With
Yes,
your daughter. Okay, say similar age as your daughter.
age.
Similar
Yes.
age. I see. So now that explains why, because you frequently have new neighbors. Okay. I see, I see. Okay. All right. Now, so talking about neighbors are important and we should be neighborly. How should we introduce ourselves to the new neighbor? Oh, especially you. You always have new neighbors.
Yes. Um, um, because um, uh, I think in my community,
Mm-hmm.
the the uh, the the design of our buildings
Mm-hmm.
is 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 有利于 is good for our laborers to communicate because uh, there is a long there is a long corridor
Mm-hmm.
beside before my who who before my neighbors. So every day when I go back home, uh, uh, I will work before their windows. So we always say hello.
Ah, okay. To the windows or to the doors?
Uh, uh, window.
Window. Oh, okay. Okay, so when you walk the corridors, you can see their windows.
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice. That's very interesting. Yeah. Okay. I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
one of the I mean today that's one of the reason why people are not neighborly because people stay at home inside the home. They don't go out. So we don't get to see the
Yes.
neighbors and we don't get to meet them. But I think with your
Yeah.
apartments with the windows, I think you can get to see them. Okay. All right. Very
Yes.
good. Okay. Now, have you ever done this before? Introducing yourself to a new neighbor and make friends with them.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Uh,
Okay. All right. That's good. That's a very good gesture to become neighborly. Okay. Now, here's another one. Okay. Here's a word resettling.
reset, resettling.
Yes, resettling. It means leaving to a new home. Yes. So, or you can also use this word. Let's say moving in. Moving in.
Moving
All
in.
right. And here's another word. If there is moving in and there is moving out. Moving in or moving out.
Mm.
Okay. Now with your home right now, how many times have you moved in and out to resettle?
Oh, many times.
Many times.
Many
So,
times. Many
okay.
times.
So is it the most stressful experience?
I think it is stressful, but I don't think it is the most stressful experience for
Okay.
my family.
For your family. Ah,
Uh,
okay. All right.
uh,
Okay. Well, for me in the past, I think it's exciting to move into a new home, a new environment. For me, it's exciting, it's like a new experience. But during the pandemic, oh, I moved, I resettled 3 times. It was crazy. It was crazy. To put everything in the boxes, then move out again. Okay, that was too much.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Why did you choose to move between the COVID-19?
Ah, okay. Well, first, yeah, maybe I'll write. In the COVID-19, I was living in Manila, in the capital city. Okay. And because it was COVID-19, the rent was becoming expensive. Okay. So from Manila, we went to the province. Okay, went to the province. So for the first house, it was first house very hot. Okay. And then the second house was very noisy. It was very noisy. All
Oh.
right. And then the third house was a bad internet. Okay, so we moved 3 times. 3 times.
So you buy the new house in Manila or in your hometown?
Oh, this was rent. We were renting there.
Okay. Yes, but after that you have you have bought a new apartment now.
Yes. Yes, we bought a new house, but we are still not living in that house. Maybe at the end of this year. I'll show you pictures when that
You
happens.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So it means your new house is how to speak these words is I don't know how to speak is uh forward forward housing delivery.
Say that again.
forward
Forward
housing.
housing delivery.
It is property under construction, or also means
Okay. The house that we are buying.
yeah,
Oh,
it's your own construction.
no, not my own construction. It was for a housing project. Housing was for a housing project.
Okay.
Okay, so we bought the house in a community, and then and we hope that this year, okay, we will be living in our new house. Okay, okay, my wife cannot wait to be in that house, but it's very far from the city. It's very far from the city. Yeah.
Just like my family.
Yes, just like yeah, same thing with you. So we bought that house very far from the city because a home near the city is more expensive, so we have to find somewhere that is affordable, which is outside the city. Okay. All right, then here we go. Okay, now would you raise your children in a community like yours?
uh, I don't know, understand. Raise my children in a community like me.
Like yours, yes. Like let's talk about for example, would you like to raise your children in a community like this, or would you like them to a community like this? Okay, because when I was in Manila, my neighborhood was like this, but now I'm the province, my neighborhood is like this. So how about you?
Um, uh, I I I will choose new house.
A new house. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Why would you prefer to raise children like in a new house instead of in a building?
I I think the nice or the beautiful environment
Mm-hmm.
is very important for children
Mm-hmm.
living.
Mm-hmm.
My dad is a carpenter. So uh, when I from my childhood, I always live. I it maybe I can say that. I always live in new house because about
Oh,
about 5 years nearly, my dad will rebuild a new house.
a new
I
house.
love new house. I
Wow.
don't like old house.
You don't like, okay. You can say nearly every 5 years. Nearly every 5 years.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Say, my father, not really built. You say renovate.
renovate.
Renovate. It means he makes it new again. But not really building a new house, but just to make it better. They go renovate.
But before I was 20 years old, my
Hmm.
house built 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah,
Wow.
yes,
Okay.
built.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
no, no, that's very exciting. It's like resettling to a new house. Okay. So I wonder how it looks like
yes.
now. But I'm sure it is improving. Okay.
These days, my dad is
Hmm.
oh yes. Nowadays, my dad is renovating my
Hmm.
uh, uh how to say is renovating my kitchen
Your kitchen. Your
in my
kitchen.
hometown.
Your
Yes,
kitchen, your hometown.
I'm
Okay. Uh-huh.
yes. In my hometown, my kitchen is also a big house. Yes,
Hmm.
my dad is decorating that
Hmm.
old kitchen.
That old kitchen. Okay. All right. So you can say to
Uh,
renovate. Here's another word. Maybe you can say upgrade. Okay. Your father is
upgrade. Yeah.
upgrading. Yeah, upgrading and renovating the
Mm.
your kitchen. Okay. I guess you are
Yes.
very lucky to have a father who is a carpenter who can do it for you.
Yes. I think yes, I think my dad taught me
Hmm.
many skills about carpenter because I can I can to differentiate what kind of uh, block is good, what kind of is not good.
Oh, wow, you have knowledge. Well,
Yeah, my dad, yes, tells many knowledges to
mm-hmm.
me. My dad,
Okay,
yes,
okay. Well, that's great that you have that he shared to you those knowledge about construction. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
interesting.
Interesting. Now, let just a quick note, okay, for the words to
Mhm,
remember. Okay, like first we have here
mhm.
the word is vicinity, which is the surrounding area, vicinity.
Vicinity.
Yeah, just in the area surrounding you is vicinity. And we have
Mhm.
two expressions. It says here, good fences make good neighbors. It means to respect the privacy of others. Okay?
Oh, defenses make good neighbors. Yes.
Yes. And the other one, this is an American idiom, keeping up with the Jones. It means to have the same lifestyle as your friends. Keeping up with the Jones.
Mm,
Yes. Okay. All right. So
okay.
it's very nice to have you back in class. I'll see you tomorrow with two lessons. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Have a good
Okay. Bye
night.
bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.